During media week with the commissioner, lucky enough to take some time out of his day.
Anything for the fans.
God damn it. So this season we had no one was really eliminated till the very end. It was very competitive.
I bet you're going to ask me about parity. I just have a feeling. The league was super, super even and fair and balanced, whatever you want to say this year. And I dedicate that to my hard work and finding great owners.
Now, how do you feel rookie owner Eddie did this year? He made the playoffs.
Rookie owner Eddie, I got to look back at the stats. I feel like he may have been the most successful rookie owner we've ever had.
That's the way it
since
seems.
the expansion times. He did everything that I had hoped he would do, and some. Like I said at the beginning of the year, I kind of just wanted him to just be active, start building his roster, put a lot of board posts up, maybe some videos. He did all of that, and then he also won a division title, which I did not expect him to do. I'm very happy that now he's brought some solidarity to that Norris division. People aren't laughing at it anymore. It's now him and Michael are really going to have a battle for the next couple of years for that title every year, and it's exciting. Got any other questions for me?
Well, I mean, I do. I want you to continue going about the that middle division. I mean, for years now, it's been the laughable division. It's
been mediocre at best. We have an owner in that division that nobody should really laugh at, because he's had tremendous success in this league. He's just in a rough patch right now, and that's Brian. I'm hoping that next year he starts turning this thing around, because he's too good to be out of the playoffs for this long. I know he made it last year, but it's kind of a fluky type of thing that he got in. He was eliminated right away. I want to see more consistency out of Brian. And then we got Peter, who kind of had a pretty good year for Pete. I was happy that he attended a lot of events this year within the league, and he posted a bit on the board, which was nice to see.
It was, but Brian didn't. Is there anything that you would like to say to Brian to maybe motivate him to speak a little more?
Back in the day, Brian was a big board poster, believe it or not. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that he doesn't know anybody in the league anymore except Ricky and myself. Back then, he knew a lot more people in the league, and he had a lot more bravado. He was winning. It's always a lot easier to be boisterous when you're winning. But with that said, I would still like to see a lot more out of Brian, post-wise, talking-wise. I want him to enjoy it. I want him. I know he's not here in New York, so he can't really participate in the events. But I want him to enjoy himself in the league, and he could do that by just saying whatever the hell he wants to say on the boards.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a good year. There was a lot of active owners. Some weren't as active. Would you like to see more out of the Bellattis and the other owners that weren't as active on the board? They weren't making videos, but at least they can do some board posts.
League activity was at an all-time high this year. We kind of introduced the video to mainstream this year. That's something that we can thank Cisco for mostly, and a little bit of Ricky in the past. They kind of started doing that. And Ray, yourself, myself, Jen, Michael, we kind of jumped on board with that. And then Eddie was great with it all year. I hope that continues, and I hope it grows. Another thing that I liked this year was that I was allowing other people to do the rundown. It seemed like people enjoyed that.
Yes, absolutely.
And it sparked more participation in the league, and gave people a chance to see how other people feel and other people's thoughts throughout the league. And I want that to continue too.
Now, a few weeks ago, Pater sent us this video on Facebook of a random guy who lost a bet in fantasy football. He had to mimic a video, and they did a side-by-side shot of the music video and this guy imitating this video.
What the music video was?
It was something about chandeliers.
It's a chandelier music video.
Yeah. Now, we proposed doing this for the 12th place team, and it seemed like we had a pretty big consensus of it, but nothing really has been said since then. So, do we have a bet in place for the 12th place team? Really?
Not this year we don't, but I think it is something that we should definitely institute for next season. Hopefully somebody can remind me of that next year when we start the season. I'll put it up to a vote if we get some kind of support, which I think we will. I think people are going to want to do it. It's just a matter of the team finishing in last place, being willing to do it, and couple of owners that come to mind that have an opportunity to finish in 12th place year after year. You're one of them, so I wonder if you would want to do it. I'll ask you right now, would you do it?
I would, and I was willing. My next question would have been, if I was a 12th place team this year,
you would have done it this year.
I would have done it this year.
You would have danced around to a Chandelier song this year.
I mean,
in a leotard.
It wouldn't have been my choosing, but I would follow through on the bet.
Who would pick the video to mimic? And does it have to be a music video?
It would have to be a music video. Well, that's what Pater sent, but I mean, I think the first place team would have to choose, or it could be a league vote.
The first place team chooses?
First place could choose
I think
4 videos, works. And the whole league can vote on which video they'd want to mimic.
So let's shoot for that next year.
All right. You had to win your last week of the year to get in.
Yeah, my team is awful.
Defeated Matt.
It's an awful team.
Nope.
We're going to talk about my team?
Yep.
It's an awful team. I have problems up and down the lineup.
What are you going to do to... I mean, you were one of the highest scoring teams all year, and then
I don't know what to do.
Round 1, you scored 124.
I honestly don't know what the fix is. I'm a much better league commissioner than I am manager of my own team. I'll be the first one to admit that. I am happy to see league success. I could really care less about where my team finishes, although I would love to win a championship again. It is the toughest league in the world, and it would be great to win in the toughest league in the world.
Now, Cisco put up 190 against you. He could have put up 130, and he still would have won. But he put up 130 or 140 the week after, and lost one of the biggest matchups of his life, other than the championship. What are your thoughts?
This was a great opportunity for Jen to really avenge what happened last year in the championship game. I mean, it was hell living with her in the same house after she lost that game. To put up the point total that she put up, and for Cisco to put up the point total he put up, she wasn't happy with herself, with her own performance, with the outcome of it, and I had to live with that for a year. And I'm kind of happy that she was able to avenge that and kind of stick it to Cisco this year, beating him all 3 times.
Yeah.
Ending his championship reign.
Absolutely. Leading up to the semifinals, it was pretty quiet. I mean, we had 2 pretty big matchups, and there wasn't a lot of smack talk going on. Is there a reason for that? Was the team just scared? They just
smack
didn't want
talk between who, the 4 semifinals?
Yeah, it was pretty quiet.
I think you hit it right on the head. Teams are scared, and what happens in this league is it's a cutthroat league. Mm-hmm. So you say one thing, and if you're not accurate or correct or back it up, you are ripped up relentlessly for years to come. And I mean, literally, people like Ray and Ricky, they'll go back 5-6 years to the message boards and quote you and rip you up on what you said. So I think it's gotten to a point where teams get a little bit scared to say anything on the boards because of fear that it's going to come back and haunt them. So I think that's what happened on the bet here.
Mm-hmm. Now, Michael and Jen...
And I don't like it. Don't be scared.
No, they should.
If you think you're good, say it. Like Ricky does. Follow what Ricky does.
Back in 2005 and 2007. So Jen and Michael are in the championship. It's Michael's first. It's Jen third in a row. What are your thoughts on Michael making it here? And
I am absolutely thrilled that it's my family representing the championship game, since I am an awful owner and I'll never get there probably ever again. It's nice that my family can get there and maybe bring a trophy back to either my house or at least to my family. Very happy for Michael. It's his 5th year in the season in the league, and he's been great. I mean, one of the best premier owners in the league. He does it all. He wins. He builds his roster the right way. He carries himself the right way, and he participates the right way. And I couldn't be happy for him.
Now it's Jen's 3rd in a row. What do you think of chances?
She has an opportunity here to not only start a dynasty if she wins this year, but she could be one of the best, if not the best, owners in the league if she wins another one.
Who do you think your family is choosing? Who are they cheering for?
Well, I posted that actually on Facebook and Instagram earlier today, so I haven't gotten a chance to review the feedback from my family yet, but I think it's going to be split. I really do. I think they're going to be sympathetic towards Michael because he hasn't done it yet. Jen has done it. Maybe they'll lean towards Michael, but he also is a boy, and so maybe they'll go with the girl because that's how my family is.
Respectful, I like it.
They respect women.
That's smart. Not all people do. Who do you got? Who are you cheering for? Is there a team that you would rather see?
This is the dumbest question I've maybe ever been asked. Obviously, you're not a married man. You don't live with a woman. Maybe you don't even date anybody. You've never dated anybody. You've never met a girl. With that said, I think you got my answer.
So, Michael. You have Michael. Okay. Who's your pick? What's the score? Give a little prediction here.
Jen's the favorite. There's no question about that. She's proven over the last 3 years she has the best team in the league. There's no question about it. She's the best team in the league. If she doesn't win, I'll be surprised. I'm not necessarily pulling for either one of them, although I would like to have that trophy in my house.
Are you a little surprised that Ray's not in this game?
I am surprised that Ray and Cisco aren't in this game. I stated earlier this year that I thought it was going to be the two of them. I thought they had the two best teams in the league. I guess I doubted Jen a little bit too much. I apologize for that. She still has the best team in the league. But Ray had an opportunity here, and he kind of squandered it. And you wonder if he'll ever get back to this point again in a league like this.
How long do you think it'll take him to mentally recover from this devastating loss, if ever?
A long time, and I'll be honest with you, I think a little bit of himself died on Sunday, and I haven't seen the same Ray since.
What are your thoughts on the much-anticipated consolation bracket championship game?
I like the way I set it up, that the team that wins, you fight for something still, you get that first pick overall, and over the last 5 or 6 years since I've instituted that rule, the team that gets that first pick usually makes the playoffs the following year. I actually think it might be 100%. I'll let Ray look into that because that's what he likes to do. So it is a big deal.
So, say Ricky wins, he probably has a better shot
Why
at
are
making
we
the
asking more
playoffs.
than one question about loser bracket?
Thank you for your time.